President Trump is on his way back from the NATO summit in Turkey. Ukraine and Russia were expected to be a focus, but discussions were dominated by new strikes between the U.S. and Iran.
The president says he thinks the ceasefire with Iran is over and more strikes could come tonight. ABC's Karen Travers is in Turkey with more.
Hours after threatening to continue U.S. strikes against Iran, President Trump saying he doesn't think this will lead to a return to full-scale war.
No, I don't think it's going to start again. I think it's going to go very quickly.
Earlier today, the president signaled the ceasefire deal he signed with Iran just 3 weeks ago is dead. He declared negotiations with Iran, quote, a waste of time.
We can play games, but I'm not sure I want to make a deal. Let's just finish the job.
But when asked how he now plans to get Iran's nuclear material and reach a deal on its nuclear program, the president said,
well, we've already got the nuclear material because it's so far underground, nobody's going to be able to get it except us.
The U.S. and Iran traded strikes this week, the third round of attacks since that ceasefire agreement was signed. The U.S. hitting Iranian air defense and coastal surveillance systems, missile and drone launch sites and port facilities, and 60 Iranian small boats, according to U.S. Central Command. The strikes in response to Iran targeting 3 commercial ships in the Strait of Hormuz. Iran overnight firing back, launching attacks targeting U.S. military sites in Bahrain and Kuwait. Ukraine was supposed to be a key focus at this NATO summit, the escalation with Iran overshadowing President Trump's meeting with President Zelensky. But the president indicating more U.S. help is on the way for Ukraine, allowing them to make Patriot air defense systems.
We're going to give a license to you to make Patriots. That's pretty cool, right? This way you can't complain that we're not giving them enough.
President Trump today again insisting that President Putin wants to end the war in Ukraine. But when pushed on what Putin would concede to make that happen, the president couldn't say. Karen Travers, ABC News, Ankara, Turkey.